Holy Wire Mod here, and this is tutorial 5C in Expression 2 series where I'm going to be covering trails for entities. So let's start by getting rid of all this stuff right here. You know the drill by now, I'm sure. And we're going to define two inputs. One's going to be a start button, and the other one's going to be a stop button. And we're going to have int of type entity. Now, similar to the find by model command, we can find player entities by saying find by class, and then within the parentheses saying player. And we're going to assign int to equal the first find result, or the closest result to the expression 2 chip. And then, if the expression 2 chip is initiated by start, or the start button is simply pressed, entity will have a trail set to it with the setTrails command, which is going to be a combination of 6 different values in the simplified form. So the first value is going to be the width of the trail at the player. The second value is going to be the width of the trail at the end of the trail. The third value is going to be the length of the trail. The fourth value will be the material of the trail, which I'm going to use Phoenix Storm's gear. Fifth value is going to be the color of the trail, which I'm just going to put white, which is 255 in red, green, and blue. And since color does not really affect some Phoenix Storm materials, like gear being one of them. And there's also an alpha, which is a value from 0 to 255, which determines how transparent the material of the trail is going to be. For Phoenix Storms, it doesn't really affect or get affected by the alpha, so we're not going to bother with that either. So, in the instance that the stop button is pressed, we want to go to Entity and remove the trails. And as the command suggests, it's simply going to get rid of all the trails of the closest entity pressing the stop button. So, let's go grab some buttons really quick. We'll grab start, and I'll grab stop, and the toggle is going to be turned off. So let's wire start to start and stop to stop, and I'll press the start button, and as you can see I have a trail following me now. Notice it's thick, it has a thickness of 10 here, and at the end of the trail it's only a thickness of 1, so you see it shrinking, going to 0. This trail will follow you wherever you go. It does not really matter, actually it leaves kind of a cool effect when you come down on the ground. And let's test the stop button real quick. And I press stop, and there's no more trail following me. So I hope that gives you a general idea of trails. I mean, you can change the model, the material, the color, and all that to whatever you want to fit your needs, or you can do random colors and be fun like that. But next time I'll be going over arrays, and I'll catch you then.